ABC Europa, блядь.
News that combat donkeys are being issued to Russians on the front lines in Ukraine has baffled and enraged Russian warbloggers. Are the Ural trucks on fire? They are on fire. Here's a donkey. A real, fucking, live, fucking donkey, says one. Warblogger Dmitry Steshin records a soldier friend's reaction to encountering Russia's latest military innovation for the first time. Well, dude, please don't pester me with questions. I just heard it. Then I saw it myself. I was shocked, and that's it. And I don't give a shit. Don't ask where it came from, why, who, for what, how. But the fact is, they gave us a donkey. It's parked in the logistics platoon. They say, here's a donkey. You have shitty transportation, right? Shitty. Are the Urals on fire? They are on fire. Here's a donkey. Use it to carry ammo to the front. A fucking donkey. A donkey. A real fucking live fucking donkey. They gave it out. Fuck. A fucking Ural convoy vehicle that went to receive supplies there. Fuck. They issued a fucking donkey there. Sheshin comments, there are two aspects to this development. First, practical. Anyone who has carried tons of cargo from ammunition to gasoline will understand and will be glad to have a donkey. 2. Perplexed. Where in the third year of the special military operation is the unified transporter of the front line corresponding to the realities of war? Summary. Guys, paint the donkey in pixel camouflage. It can be in cartoons or moss. Deadheads says that it doesn't surprise us much. Machines suitable for work on the front line are obviously much more needed at checkpoints and demonstrations than on the front lines, where they can be lost. So here's some draft power for you. An argument like expands logistics capabilities in places where wheeled transport is ineffective is complete bullshit, and an attempt to cover the asses of those responsible for this disgrace. Vault 8 remarks, I personally am laughing at the fact that if our first tractor army destroys all its armored vehicles, then it will be transformed into the first cavalry army. The longing of an Indian queries how the notoriously cumbersome Russian military bureaucracy handles the issuing of combat donkeys. I have a bad dream. I want to see the act of acceptance of a combat donkey on the balance sheet, the record sheet of combat donkeys, and the act of writing off a combat donkey in the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation. Roman Alekhine is somewhat despairing. There is no form, even in fantasies, where a donkey would fit in a modern battle, as well as no words to describe my emotions from what I saw and not fly into discreditation. And here I am, going on about all sorts of technologies, management, and the new army of the future. But in response, a donkey. Military informant points out some practical difficulties. The use of large animals on the front lines creates several new problems, including the need for regular feeding and specific veterinary care. Two majors wonders. In connection with the donkey deliveries, a question arises. If he is kidnapped by an enemy sabotage and reconnaissance group, will he be considered missing in action or a prisoner of war? And what if they give birth to donkeys? Are they regimental or state-owned? Southern Front is more positive, pointing out that the donkeys do meet a practical transportation need where roads are impassable. For some reason, this news was extremely negatively received, but in places where there is a wild, muddy road and you have to drag all the crap for several kilometers on your own, this is a real solution. Yes, you can use high cross-country robotic vehicles, agro-drones, space marines, and much more. But we have what we have. Alex Carrier comments, by the way, I didn't really understand why everyone was laughing and being angry. Donkeys are a good thing in terms of load capacity and unpretentiousness, and you don't feel as sorry for them as you do for people. And you need someone to pull the supply line to the front line. And it's better not to do it on people because they get really tired of such an existence and often die under drones. And donkeys don't need diesel fuel. They are less picky about the road surface and cannot stall at the most critical moment. In short, combat donkeys are such a cool wonder weapon, almost on the level of a King barbecue anti-drone protection made of logs. Challenges in delivering ammunition and supplies to Russian frontline positions have led to the use of donkeys as transport, a practice that Russian Lieutenant General Viktor Sobolev, a member of the Russian State Duma, described as normal. Speaking with Russian media outlet Gazeta.ru on February 6th, Sobolev explained that logistical difficulties have necessitated unconventional solutions. Right now, there are significant challenges in supplying units and subunits, including assault detachments and groups, with ammunition, military technical equipment, and even food. If any methods are used for delivery, including donkeys, horses, and so on, then that's normal, Sobolev stated. According to Sobolev, while the use of pack animals is not widespread, it remains a viable option where necessary. Dogs were also used in that war. They carried 2 mines on their backs and ran to where those mines were needed. It's better for a donkey to be killed than for 2 people transporting essential supplies by vehicle to be lost. Ukrainian bloggers didn't miss the chance for a good laugh. Headlines in Russia: 2021, new robots and tanks are coming. 2025, donkeys have arrived. It is safe to say that Ukrainians are encouraged by news that Russia is now deploying donkeys on the front lines of the invasion. Russia's Donkey Corps is having a bad week in Ukraine. Russians complain about receiving humanitarian aid with explosives, FPV drone goggles that explode upon activation. Inside, an explosive device was found, discovered only during use. It seems that Ukrainian Secret Service increased its postal activities.
Esteemed colleagues, we received through a humanitarian aid channel from a certain comrade Roman. Accordingly, Alex Vaz SD, Gogo's FPV Cobra 15-4 Black made in China, were delivered by that Roman with the DC troops. During their use, upon activation, detonation occurs, and as revealed by inspection, there are plastic explosives inside. Here are the goggles. There is no fun here, just a box printed on a 3D printer. Now we'll disassemble it, take it off, and show what's inside. Where else, Lena? Here the goggles are the same. There's no fun, just some gadget with a detonator inside.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.